Hey everybody, I'm Pillsbury68, and we're back with another episode of the HCast. I'm here with my good companions here, Emily Plays and Jacob Gold,
Up, fellas?
Hello.
and yeah, we're back with episode whatever the hell of the HCast. So
14.
14,
I
definitely not
bet.
14. That's fine though. All right, well, we got some good stuff to talk about today. I would assume. Let me pull up all of the because we were talking
Did we
about it
go
earlier.
last?
Because
Oh, that's right, we did.
we have I listed off quite a few things that we were going to talk
Oh, I
about.
should have said this beforehand, but I have a fun idea for for a little segment on this episode.
Oh,
Sure.
yippee!
Which main characters could complete the Hunter exam from Hunter x Hunter?
We have
What
not.
does that entail?
Yeah, we have
I'll
not.
tell y'all later.
Okay,
It doesn't really matter. I mean, what it entails. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. Like
We'll get we'll
we'll
talk
get there
about
when we
the
get
thing.
there.
Well,
Yeah, we'll talk about the things and then
I guess
we'll get on that.
we can start out here with I started One Piece.
He did.
So
I got him.
yeah, he did get me. I thought, hey, we had a long weekend. I might as well start it. So that's what I did. I started it.
At its
and,
peak, right?
eh,
Yeah, you're 15 episodes in. It's like
exactly. But yeah, it's running solid so far. It's not bad.
see, I don't like the pacing of the arc you're in. I think it's kind of sucks. But you told me you liked it.
No, yeah, I think this is the best one yet. I'm in the arc where they meet Usopp. So cool.
I think that's where Jacob dropped it.
All right. We got Matt started watching ReZero. I don't know if we said this before, but yeah, just because we're on the train of new people starting watching things. Matt started ReZero. So yeah,
I got a lot to talk about
You
for
do have
that.
lots
So
to
I
talk
think
about.
I think
Before
the episode where
actually,
I started watching.
let me say this before you start. We actually have some updates about season 3, which is pretty fun. Because a new trailer dropped yesterday, I think. Which it doesn't really do anything. It's just kind of like the Sin archbishops talking, and then Amelia making an ice sword. Yay! But we did get some date updates, which is cool. So October 2nd or 3rd, I think, is going to be when the first episode drops, which is cool.
Like a
And
month.
then for the following,
Crazy.
for the following 7 weeks, so full 8 weeks, there's going to be episodes, and that's going to be the first half of the 5th arc, which is the first arc from season 3. So that's going to be cool. And then this kind of sucks, but there's going to be a 2-month break. So December and January. There's there's going to be a 2-month break. But then once February comes back, we're going to have another 8 weeks, which will finish up arc 5, which is again like the first arc of season 3. And but season 3 also has arc 6 in it, so we'll see. We'll see when that happens too. So that's cool.
We'll be getting content until like July, probably.
Yeah, that's right. All right, you can talk about what your thoughts about ReZero now.
So I think that last episode, which has not gone up yet, it's the time before recording this, is when I talked about my initial thoughts. But at this point, I finished season 1 and I'm 3 episodes into season 3 or season 2. Some corrections I made. Last time I said I was a Rom fan, and I still like Rom, but now I'm like fully Rom, like all the way, right? He should have ran away with her. Andrew doesn't agree.
That is real. He should have. I do think that it was a little unheartfelt whenever he said it because he was just trying to escape the fate of everything.
Yeah.
But it would have been cool. It's like with Attack on Titan and Misa and Eren.
Mm.
They should have ran away together. I'm fully for cut all of anime short for romance.
It is
We're
the
okay
best
with that.
scene in the show so far. In my
I
opinion,
am,
is them
but
on
I
top of that castle.
I am like that too. I think Mikasa and Eren should have ran away, but I'm a bigger Subaru Amelia fan than Subaru Rem fan. So
I
apologies,
just don't care about
but
Amelia.
I don't have a problem with Amelia, but
you just like Rem better.
she's just kind of there.
She
Boring.
apparently I think she's gonna cook in season 3 though.
Apparently, Subaru actually gets like strong. Like he actually gets to fight
Oh, really?
in a bunch of later arcs.
That's
Yeah,
dumb. I honestly, I kind of like that Subaru isn't strong. I kind of think it's cool that he
it kind of
uses his
bothered me
brain.
that he was weak, and then he hit his funny little pose every
Yeah,
4 seconds. You know.
Yeah. Well, that was annoying because I didn't really like Subaru when I first started it because he was kind of annoying. But then once like season one it got into season one, and then especially in season two, I started really liking Subaru. And I was telling Matt about this too. I like Amelia, uh, but she doesn't really do anything after the first initial fight with Elsa. Or she doesn't really, yeah, she doesn't really do anything after that, besides like learn about her backstory and stuff. But I think in season three, especially with the new addition of this new trailer, I think she's gonna actually do a lot. And I was telling Matt, I was like, she isn't really that strong without Puck, I don't think. But then I watched the
I
trailer
don't
and I
know.
was like, oh, looks like she cooks. So
I just don't care for him.
also,
It's like I was.
what the fuck? Why is Wilhelm not on the season three poster? Wilhelm isn't on the
Wilhelm's
season three
overrated.
poster. Fuck you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's top three in my opinion, but he's overrated.
No.
Like
Yeah.
I think you overhyped his fight with the whale.
Well.
I just think it was cool specifically because he was like my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but yeah, I mean, I think the Julius Subaru fight is better. I think it is the best fight. So
I like it. I once he mentioned
animation wise,
that,
it's for sure the best. I don't think that's like that should be
It's-
a question.
he mentioned that. First of all, I completely forgot about that fight until he mentioned that. Second of all, I did put it in my top three once he mentioned that, but I don't know if it's. It might be two. I think I like the whale fight the best. I think the
I
whale
really
fight.
like Julius though.
I think the whale's the best part of the show. I really like the whale.
I think
fight.
I would agree that arc basically from when Subaru was kicked out to the end of season one is the best part of the show so far.
Yeah.
But I think I really like Julius. So I like that fight.
Okay.
I know Jacob doesn't like him, but I think he's.
I just think he's annoying.
Yeah, I think all three of us didn't like him at first, but me and Matt grew to like him more.
I think I grew to like him the most. I would say
Yeah, probably.
he's in my top five.
Yeah, it's ludicrous.
He's five. My top five, 5-1 is Julius, Subaru, Wilhelm, Cruce, Al.
Yeah, my Al. I like Al. He's not in my top five though. My top five is
He's like the twice of.
yeah,
of this
exactly.
show.
He's like the twice of the show. Which I think I was telling you, I was watching Rising the Shield Hero, and I was saying this guy Lark, and Lark's the twice of that show. Because every time he popped up on screen, I'd say, Lark, look at him, he's there. My top five for ReZero is Garf, Subaru, Cruce, Roswell, Wilhelm. Actually, I think Cruce and Roswell might switch, but yeah, I really like Wilhelm. And Garf, I think you'll like Garf a lot too once you get to season 2.
I've met him, and he's fine.
He gets better as
The
the season
person
goes
who-
on. He's the best because he has a really good fight at the end of season 2, I think. So yeah.
The person, I think the only person as of right now who has any chance to make it into the top five is Otto.
Really.
Otto is a
'Cause I
pretty good character. I do like him.
Yeah,
I liked him before season 2, and even in the 3 episodes, he's been pretty important, and I think he's been fun. So I think he's the only one who could maybe get in.
I didn't start liking him until season 2. Like, I mean, I didn't hate him. I didn't dislike him in season 1, but I just didn't think he was all that good. But in season 2, I started liking him more. I don't think he's top 5 worthy, but it's fine.
I just didn't care for like anyone until the second half of season 1, to be honest, because basically I like most of the royal selection people, like of the other groups for the most part. I don't think there's one I really dislike, but everyone aside from Subaru and Rem on like their side of things, I just don't care about. I just could not care less about them. And then Reinhardt,
all of them get better, a lot better in season 2. Roswell and Betty, Otto, Garf,
Brandon's
Amelia.
favorite character is Beatrice.
Yeah.
That's
That's
I
fair.
liked her enough.
That's fair, and she gets a lot better in season 2 as well. Roswell, Amelia, Betty, Otto and Garf all do really well, and obviously Subaru. Yeah, I think the only one who I liked less going into season 2 after season 1 was Puck, because he completely fucking sells in season 2. He's
I don't
so
really care for him.
he totally sells in season 2, and I didn't like the movie either. I thought the movie
Yeah, the
was
movie's
ass.
boring. The movie.
I didn't watch the movie.
You don't need to.
Yeah, you really don't need to. It's just Puck and Amelia. They bond. They defeat a flaming horse guy, which is the best character in the movie. And then it's
stupid.
That's it. And
Yeah.
they're just that's
It was a waste of an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's just how Amelia and Puck met.
Sorry, I was just making a list of characters for the thing later. I'm including
Yeah.
animes that I haven't seen, so I don't know the name of the characters. So I just put the like title of the anime. That's why I haven't been talking too much because I've been writing.
Yeah. The one last thing that we can move on to a different topic. For ReZero, we're talking today that I said that I like the idea of the isekai. It's my first one I've seen. But ReZero does not do anything with it, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
Subaru
Yeah.
basically, he's not trying to get home. He's basically set into the world as soon as he gets there.
Well, no,
Exactly.
that's not what isekais really do. Isekais don't try and get home. I mean, it depends on which isekai, I
Certain
guess.
ones,
But most
yeah.
of them, it is just like they're like,
It is.
oh, I'm a guy from Japan, and
Yeah,
now
this
I'm really
is so
strong in a
exciting.
magical world. What am I gonna do?
Sure.
What am I
I
gonna-
wish it was mentioned more, I guess.
Yeah,
It
But-
seemed like
in the
we did get.
I watched the leaked episode, the season 3 episode, and they do bring up like Japan. It was like they're like, oh, this is a Japanese style home. I'm like,
we also, and this is kind of a spoiler for Jacob, I guess, because I'm assuming you didn't know about this. Our good buddy at school.
I know.
He's a big ReZero fan, like me, and he told us that a certain character is also from Earth. He also got transported to that world, and we've met him already, which is kind of cool. He's
Interesting.
Would you like to know it?
no, but I mean, I can guess.
That's perfectly fine. We don't need
I
it.
think it's more fun to know the is it the characters that I would think like. I mean, I guess I can tell you my thought just because my first thought was like it just 100% just darts to Otto.
Cut out as soon. Oh, Otto. Okay, because you cut out
No.
as soon as you said their name.
Yeah, Otto's backstory is also explained in season 2, and he's
Fair point.
he's definitely not from Earth. Like he can
I
talk.
mean, he could have just fabricated
so,
backstory.
I mean,
so.
I guess Otto's backstory isn't really that important. Matt, I don't know if you care about it that much, where you don't want me to spoil it, but it's not that important.
I mean, I don't remember it, so that's how unimportant it was.
You don't care, Matt?
No.
Otto can talk to animals, so it's like
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
he's definitely not from Earth.
If it's Wilhelm, I'll be like, oh, Wilhelm, my boy.
Wilhelm and Reinhardt are related, so
Oh well, that checks out actually.
See, like,
well,
I don't know how you didn't put this together. It seems ridiculously obvious. To me.
I didn't know they had the same last name. I didn't remember Reinhardt's last name. I also thought Reinhardt was his last name, which is another reason why I didn't put it together. But once you mentioned it, I was like, oh yeah, it's definitely that. Yeah.
It was
Also,
like,
I think
it was-
Reinhardt's parents are on the season 3 poster. I guess they show up.
He'll finally do something.
Yeah, he is. He was in the trailer, and he did something in the trailer.
But what I am excited for though is the episode that I'm on, or the episode that I previously finished, ended with Subaru's dad waking him up in his bed. So I'm
Oh,
very
that
interested-
episode made me like almost cry.
I'm
I
very
like that
interested in this
episode a lot.
episode. That'll be the next one I watch because it'll actually show.
It's
stuff
my
in there.
favorite type of anime episode, which is the I need to do better episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
so
makes
I'm
full sense.
excited for that.
Subaru.
Oh man, that episode is gorgeous.
Yes.
Oh, that's my favorite episode
Oh.
from ReZero. I know that's like other people are like, oh no, this one best
There's-
episode in all of anime. That one, my favorite.
I'm excited for it.
I like that
it
one.
hooked me.
I liked that one a lot. Like Jacob said, it's the I need to do better episode. His parents give him like emotional speeches and stuff and stuff like, hey, you got this, Subaru, and he's like, yippee. Also, I think I mentioned this, but I think Subaru is perfect. He does everything good after this except one thing. There's one time that he sells. And it's not important whatsoever. I mean, actually, well, it's important to Amelia, but it's not important to the plot of the story whatsoever.
Last part of the ReZero conversation, Echidna is hot, and we can move on now.
Fully agree. It's not. She's not the hottest though. I think Wrath is the hottest.
She could fix me.
I'm sorry. I can't remember who it was. I looked up Echidna, and it was just Echidna. Like,
The animal, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send it to the chat.
Like she,
Yeah.
Like, this was jarringly not what I expected.
Yeah.
yeah. It was just a PNG of like Knuckles from Sonic. Yeah, it was like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Echidna's
Yeah, we
hot,
still-
but I think I think Wrath is the Witch of Wrath is hotter.
Also, Felix just should have been a girl. It's like
Yeah.
I can't
If
take
if
this.
they just made her a girl, she would have been, or he would have been infinitely
If he would have been a
better.
girl, I would like him so much more.
Exactly. Me too. Like I like Felix,
And that-
but I
And the
don't.
dress is like,
Exactly. The dress pisses me off.
yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, I know.
All right, JJK. Huh?
Actually, first,
Okay.
new My Hero episode.
Oh yeah,
we did.
that's true. We did watch it in the car at
That-
7 a.m.
I thought it was really good. You know, it wasn't
I would agree.
Deku Shigaraki, but it was very good.
No, Twice was there.
Twice was there.
Um,
That was very good.
Many times.
Many times.
He's
there a lot.
I don't know if you watched the episode preview for next week.
I did.
But I don't. There's a fight that I'm looking forward to that I believe is the next fight, but I don't think it's gonna be next episode. But I'm very excited for it. It's Ida and Todoroki do stuff. So
Exactly.
That'd be
I'm very
cool.
excited for that one too. Excuse
By
me.
the way, I looked
It's
up
like-
how hot purple flames are, like the thing that
Donnie,
Dobby has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 2,200 degrees.
That's
he's
a
a
lot of
nuke
degrees.
basically at this point.
The
Yeah.
fact that he is just okay is kind of crazy. I'm assuming All for One gave him like a quirk.
Like power him up or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like his power or his body's not like flame retardant. How does he
Also-
live?
I hate that. I hate how Dobby looks now with all of his skin like burned. He
I
looks
think it's
so.
very cool.
I think it's fine. The white is the best he's looked.
Yeah.
But I like this is fine.
I agree.
No, I'm okay with it. I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's not the
think
worst thing in the
16-year-old
world. But I
Dobby
think it would
was,
have been
like, cool
cooler
to
that
see, though,
if he stayed
when
with
he
the
was
white
younger.
hair.
Yeah. There's only 7 episodes left, but I think it's pretty much constant action
That's
from
good.
here on out. Actually, that's not true. There's one fight that's like virtually all dialogue.
I'm assuming it's the Uraraka Toga fight.
Yes.
Yeah, and
what
I
I
know
assumed.
the outcome of that too.
What I assumed.
Yeah. Which is a kind of a weird one. Kind of a weird outcome.
Mhm. You're the cutest girl I've ever seen.
I
Sorry,
know.
what? Can you?
We're fighting to the death right now.
Yeah. I don't know if the thing is I don't know if Pillsbury knows what we know.
I don't.
Okay.
I know
definitely
everything.
Well, I mean, I know from this fight specifically things. From that fight that we were just talking about. I know
It's
things
Uraraka
specifically.
Toga. I don't give a shit. You can spoil it.
I don't know which one, but I do know. I'm pretty sure that Toga does die in that fight, or not
Sure.
Toga, but one of the other two, because someone was like, "It's just like from Attack on Titan. Whenever Sasha gets shot, it's like, I don't know. I haven't like read the fight.
I don't think they're
But
going to
I'm
kill
not-
off Sue or
I'm not gonna
Uraraka,
elaborate.
but
You guys can think about this.
No, I mean,
Shit.
I'm fully okay with if it is true or
Okay.
not.
I
Have
don't.
you seen the final panel of the thing?
Yeah,
okay,
there's just
so I think you can-
Blood like.
I
it's
would.
like-
Yeah.
I would presume that none of the 1A members die, but
I mean, Bakugo technically is
pretty
dead.
shit.
As of this
Bakugo
moment, he is
technically
dead.
died, but now he's
Yeah.
alive.
He's not.
Well,
But he was dead.
his heart hasn't started beating yet. Edshot's
Oh.
still over there, just.
Excuse me.
Like, getting away at him. Yeah, but I mean, he's not.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
not.
there's some fights like because like Ida's big moment's about to happen,
Woohoo!
which is cool.
I love Ida.
And Matt knows Bakugo's the only one, and I will refuse to elaborate past that point.
He's the only one.
Yeah.
Which is just like, come on.
I mean,
really?
if they kill any
Mm.
1A member, it's gonna be Deku. I don't think there's.
Yeah, they would. I mean, killing the main character is crazy. Like, there's.
I thought Yuji was gonna die. To be honest with you.
I mean, he might still.
They did it in Attack on
That's true.
Titan.
It's not
I
over
think
yet.
I think they're gonna pull like whenever Sukuna and then
But actually, I
Megumi
don't-
was there, and then Sukuna ripped out Itadori's heart, like in first season.
I actually don't
Yeah,
think.
something like.
I actually don't think Eren. I was going to say Eren. They did it in Attack on Titan, but I don't think Eren's the main character in season 4.
Yeah, he's
talking
the
to
main
you,
character
so.
for the first 3 seasons, but the 4th season he is actually the main antagonist.
I would say Armin is the main.
I would say
character.
Armin and Mikasa.
Yeah, I think Armin's actually the main character of the whole thing, technically, because he was
He's the
narrating
narrator.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, so
what
My
were
Hero.
we talking about?
We're
New
talking
My
about My
Heroes.
Hero.
No matter.
Right.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
President Mike did
Oh,
things.
President Mike did so
He did.
many things.
I think it was kind of dumb how it was like his friends couldn't wake him up, but the touch of the funny little hand did it.
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
There's
Also,
a few-
Monoma has been my favorite character for a long time, and he continues to be. As of this, he was my favorite character beforehand just because of his quirk. I think his quirk is the coolest quirk of them all.
Yeah, I agree with that.
His I think Copy's the coolest.
I think it's a really cool quirk. I don't think it's the coolest. I think it's a really cool one, though.
For me, I think it's the coolest quirk because he can copy multiple quirks and you can just like use them both. And I think that's a cool. If I were to have a quirk, that's what I would want.
Well,
Is copy.
He can only do 2, right? 2 at once?
Yeah, 2, but I mean, most people
That's still
can
more
do
than most
1.
people.
Yeah.
And it would kill you faster, and it won't kill him.
Because like he could copy Endeavor's quirk and the ice Todoroki's mother's quirk, have the full strength sides of the fire and the ice, and just be better than Todoroki.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
I think it's pretty cool.
Also, so he can't copy accumulation quirks, which is things that need like a prerequisite source.
Yeah.
So can he copy mutant quirks? Could he like touch Spinner and just become a lizard for like 5 minutes?
See, I don't actually know because
And
well, first
can
of all,
All for One take mutant quirks?
I don't know why Spinner is a lizard
It's a quirk.
because I thought his quirk was like no. never
Yeah,
mind.
he's a lizard and he does lizard things.
I thought his quirk was like because his name was Spinner because his
That it was a
quirk was, like,
spinjitzu master, whatever.
yeah, or like it's like a 1B member who can like rotate any part of his body like the drill. I guess
Drill man.
Yeah. No, yeah, I guess it is just lizard.
Yeah, his quirk is gecko.
Yeah, that sucks. I guess maybe. Actually, I don't know.
To Google.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. Maybe he could just use some of the attributes of.
All for One is also capable of.
Yeah, he's
stealing
probably like
non-quirks,
Sue,
quirks
where
backwards.
Sue's not a frog, but she can use frog stuff.
Like I bet no quirk changes his anatomy. Like so, what is something that a lizard has? Like,
Cold blood.
do they have like good eyes or something?
They're sticky. They can stick to walls.
They could stick. Yeah, I bet he can stick to walls
Yeah, he can.
if he were.
That's the whole reason that I know his quirk is lizard.
Yeah, but Monoma
Yes.
can't like stand in the sunlight and it'd be warm or something. Like I mean he can, but he's.
I mean, he
he's-
can. I just called it
That's
warmth.
just being normal. No, but I'm saying like he could touch Spinner and
Yeah,
like he
he's-
won't get the lizard body, but he could be able to stick to walls.
Yeah, he's not going to become cold blooded, but
I mean, we can see. We don't know like how it works, but I'm looking at the wiki here to see if there is copy. Nato's quirk allows him to duplicate and use another person's
actually, I have
quirk
an
after coming into
immaculate
physical
question.
contact with the user.
I have an immaculate question. Does
Oh, he can hold 4 quirks
he can't? Holy fuck, that's a lot of quirks.
for 10 minutes. 4 quirks for 10 minutes.
Well,
That's crazy.
but he can hold Aizawa's quirk for longer than that.
Because he's touching
He's
Aizawa.
touching him.
Oh.
Nato
It's infinite
gains
as-
full
if-
access
as
to the
long as
quirk
it's
he
in
is confident
contact.
to use however he likes. However, he cannot simultaneously use multiple one at a time. It would take him about 10 seconds to change from one copied quirk to another.
But like Deku can use like the All for One quirks essentially seamlessly. It seems as it's like
Yeah.
Monoma couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So it's like a. Well, because, the reason I think it'd be cool is also because, like, the application that quirk, that copy has in, like, a bunch of jobs. Like, because if you need to, like, we need to find out this villain left a part of their body behind. We need to find out what they are or, like, what their quirk is or something.
Just touch
He could touch that and copy their quirk and just use it, assuming it's not an accumulation quirk, which I mean
Yeah.
is possible. Like a couple of those. Then he could just like do that. He could just, and like, oh, I just think it's so cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool one.
I think quirks I would have come to like essentially just practicality. Like Todoroki's quirk would be good to have. It would probably be one of the most useful ones.
If you're like I mean, like you can create ice and fire, and I think that's cool. The thing
yeah.
is, if I were to have a quirk and else were to, I would not take copy because that would just be useless, right?
Mm.
I would probably take like if we're saying just like baseline quirks, just like it's like one for all is just the power that the brother had, where it's like you can pass it on and it stores power. Then I wouldn't take that one at all.
No.
I don't know. I wouldn't take Todoroki's quirk either because it's just like fire and ice. I mean, like that one's a little too flashy to like be used secretly enough to where like the government wouldn't hunt you down and put you in a lab for
that. And I think practicality. Yaoyorozu's quirk is very good.
Oh yeah,
You could just make anything.
Yeah, but you have to understand the molecular structure of it.
Yeah, and you also need.
Which I don't know what that like. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you have to just picture a bunch of atoms in the phone?
If I know that sugar is C6H12O6, can I just like
create sugar? But she's made like Russian nightingales and cannons and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how she understands the molecular thing of that.
And you have to, you need to. It's basically like shitting. I think they said that where like you need to you had to have eaten and then you run out of energy. Or something
so
like that.
So I can say Yaoyorozu shit out a cannon.
There's like a bit about that at the training camp.
That's funny.
One quirk that might be kind of useful is rewind.
Yeah.
Like just the ability to that dude just broke his arm.
Stop that.
Yep.
Or I just got cancer. Okay, how long ago? Do you know how long the cancer's been in his body? Yeah, about 4 months. Okay, I'll rewind you 4 months.
Perfect.
Like that'd be a great like doctor quirk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Hawks' quirk would be good.
Oh, Hawks' quirk would be really good. Yeah, that's right.
Because
the whole thing is that I think you have to combine how easily can you hide the fact that you have a quirk with how useful it is.
Assuming that you're like the only person with it, right? Is that what we're saying?
Right. It's like if you were sitting in your home and you woke up and you just had a quirk.
Yeah, then Hawks' would not be good. But I would say as it is, it's probably one of the best ones. Just because like it's only the feathers, right? Like the feathers can just carry people.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
and they grow back.
Just here, definitely not.
Kurogiri's is cool too.
Second if you wanted to, like, just what quirks would be most useful? Because I have a list of all the characters. If you guys want to do that real quick, I don't know how long we've been going for.
Kurogiri we've been going for about half an hour.
Okay, so we can do that. Then we can move on to the hunter exam.
Yeah. Any teleportation quirk.
Yeah, any teleportation quirk. Kurogiri's is really useful, and you don't have to have like that shadowy thing. That's like just something because the dude got tricked into being Kurogiri.
Here, I can just go down the list of characters if you want. We can just do that if you want to.
Aizawa's quirk is really good, but only if it's.
It wouldn't be good for us to have.
Yeah, it would be good if nobody else has a quirk. But if I was in the My Hero world and I had Aizawa's quirk, that'd be fine.
Yeah, but also the whole thing of like, because it's an anime, he can keep his eyes open longer. So
I don't. Yeah.
Anyway, starting out, number one, a hot one, Principal Nezu.
Oh,
mouse.
He's a mouse.
You'd recreate Stuart Little, and that would be about it.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, you would also be insanely intelligent, too.
Yeah. But I mean,
he's just smart for a mouse, right? Isn't that all it is?
Yeah.
He's flowers for Algernon.
Yeah.
Nobody? No one get that? Do you get that reference, Matt?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll just kill myself then.
Yeah.
Next one, Recovery Girl. That one is kind of useful.
That's kind of useful.
I don't want to like make out with someone.
Yeah, I don't want to make out with someone for the quirk.
It depends. If the girl from High School Musical was hurt, then I'll be there.
Oh, I'll be there.
And hear me out on this next one. All Might specific one for all. Because he has the two forms.
Yeah.
Now, question. Stay with me here.
Okay.
Could All Might ever use the other ones?
No, because it's the idea is that the quirk had mutated to a point where the other quirks were like accessible until Deku got it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So he just had access to the base nature of the quirks, the
Yeah.
accumulation.
Gear shift.
Because as it stands, I think Deku's version of All for or One for All is the best quirk.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
It's kind of uncontested.
And then we've already done Eraserhead, so we need to do that. Present Mike, that one is just not
No.
You don't need
useful at all.
No.
unless you're like a musician.
Cementos, I mean that one. It like cement. That's kind of a cool idea.
As a construction,
Like, I don't
you'd
wanna
have to
be
a
cement.
construction worker though.
Because it's also a it changes his like
Yeah, I don't
It's
want
a mutant quirk,
I don't
too.
want to be a piece of cement.
Miss Midnight.
Yeah.
Isn't her thing
You make
like
people go to
missing
sleep.
people?
EP.
Yeah, but specifically only women, I think, because we'd be dudes using it, and I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm just a pedophile. Or like
Yeah, no, it's okay if she uses it, but when I use it,
When I use it.
society.
Society.
I mean,
says.
but like actually, that would be a lot creepier if a guy had that.
Oh, like if Mineta had that?
Oh yeah.
He'd be a menace.
Yeah.
Then we have Snipe, which is the dude who can basically hit anything.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a hunter. I mean, it's not super useful. It's called being a murderer, but being good at it.
Probably like the best one we've talked
Ectoplasm?
about so far.
What?
He's just like teleports. Or no, he like duplicates himself.
I
Twice,
need to
yeah.
look at his quirk again. I don't remember.
Wait, twices?
His clones.
Ectoplasm.
Oh, ectoplasm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
He can
twices.
produce streams of ectoplasm from his mouth and transform it into clones of himself. They're
Tw-
like a hive mind.
Twices is
It's
gross.
twice as but better, I would say.
Yeah.
Because
I would
you
say it's
control
worse.
them. Well, Twice's other one, like Twice's duplicates all
Oh,
have
that's
their
why he
own
went
minds.
crazy, isn't it?
Well, here's
He
what
went
I can-
crazy because they all
Yeah.
do their own thing.
But here's the other thing. Also,
his-
they're all made of like clay. So I could just say, "Hey, smack me
Yeah,
and
but
see if clay
I guess
erupts from
but
my
with
skin, and
Twice
then
can
you'll
make a
know
lot
I'm
more
the real
clones,
one."
though.
And I would
That's
feel like
right. That's the
That's
thing.
true.
here's another thing. I could be like, "Hey, like I wouldn't want to kill other versions of me. I wouldn't care who's the real one."
Yeah, but if you killed a regular
not
one,
all of
won't
them,
the
that's
clones
the thing.
die?
Huh?
If you kill the clones, if the clones killed you, the clones would die.
Exactly.
The
So
thing is, though,
everyone would
you're not the clones. Twice's like creates. It's essentially a different person.
Yeah, it's
With
just
Twice's.
himself, but
But with
twice.
ectoplasms, Jake said it's a hive mind, so you control all of them.
Yeah.
And it says the most he's ever done, which is a man who has trained his years, is 36.
Yeah, and Toga just did like 800.
How about Gran
Nothing.
Torinos?
We're
His
getting
is just
we're getting there.
fast,
We're
right?
getting there.
Okay.
Next up is Power Loader, which I don't even know what his quirk does. He's the dude who's like mostly
He's
just
in
like a
the
machine.
mechanic shop.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
He's got the machine head on.
Yeah. I don't know what he
Yeah,
does.
his quirk is Iron Claws. His quirk is that his fingers are tipped with metallic claws that are good for digging, mining through the ground. I mean, like,
Guess so.
vaguely useful,
bad.
I guess, but kind of not.
Yeah, useful in certain situations.
And then the Class 1B teacher, whose quirk, I don't even know if you've ever seen. Blood control.
Lad.
He can freely manipulate his own blood after it's left his body. He can solidify it. So basically, Choso.
Yeah.
From,
Has he ever used this ever?
No.
I don't think so.
No, not a singular time.
Yeah, you're right. That is.
And how
just
do you
Chozo.
know?
I mean, Chozo's is like okay. Like I mean,
Yeah.
I bet it takes a
Convergence.
toll on. I bet it takes a toll on you though. Like you get lightheaded or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the difference is that Choso's a
The-
cursed womb, so
you know,
it doesn't matter for him.
The chick
Yeah,
from
Chozo's is fine.
the chick from 1B who can separate her parts of her body. That's pretty cool. I feel like that would be useful.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta grab my phone, but it's all the way over there. I don't want to get up.
Anyway, we're on to Gran Torino now.
Yes. I would want
Jet.
his.
He's just quick. I mean, like that one.
That's what I
That
would
one's
want.
useful.
Yeah.
And you could like
Yeah.
control it to where you're like fast,
But you're not.
You're not like overly
fast.
fast.
overly fast. Exactly. I could use it a lot in my races and just cheat and win. Or maybe
The
not win.
next one is Aoyama, which if we're going quirkless Aoyama, then that's
He's just
I mean,
a guy.
I guess, okay.
He's
if
just
we're
a
going
guy.
if we're going belly button laser, then I would rather die than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I would not want
Yeah,
that one.
it's not. Yeah, we don't need it.
Mina Ashido.
Nah,
You're
Fine, I
goopy.
guess.
You're goopy and you're pink. That's about what you get.
Yeah,
I don't want to be pink.
it's whatever. I have horns. Cool.
I don't want.
Yeah, it's a lot
horns.
weirder if a guy has it. In my opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I refuse to elaborate further.
Yeah.
Suyu Asui. So just
No.
being a frog.
I
Don't
need
want
to be a
that
frog.
one. Don't really want
I'd
that.
really
one.
rather not. Henya Ida.
Yeah, I would want this.
No, I think it's just
I think
worse. Gran
the worst
Torino.
form of Gran Torino.
Yeah.
Because you have engine mufflers
Yeah, they
sticking
like
out your
stall and
legs.
stuff too.
Yeah,
like
they
they
can
can stop
stall out.
working.
Henya Ida. The only thing I don't remember him doing anything in the show or saying anything, minus the part where he's like, "Please do not stand in the bus."
That's a classic.
That's all I remember from him.
He went and grabbed. He went and got the teachers when Shigaraki attacked at first.
Wow, powerful.
Run like
Next is Uraraka.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's helpful.
Yeah, I mean, just like, oh,
Like
where's my
moving.
phone? Oh, yes, it is floated up to the sky. I forgot.
You or it would be good for like just like moving stuff, you know, like just like if you're reorganizing a room.
Yeah, it'd be pretty easy to hide too. I mean, I guess I don't know if she can.
I don't
if
wanna
it's
throw up
she
rainbows,
just looks at
though.
someone that just floats, or if she has to want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw
And
up
then
rainbows though.
Oichiro, the tail dude.
No,
No.
God no. How
No.
is he in class 1A?
it's a
Not
tail.
an idea.
Denki Kaminari.
Yeah,
This one,
this is solid.
it's a
one's tough.
cool quirk. It
Oh
would
no, my
not be
phone's at
useful if
1%.
You would just fry it. That's all you would do.
He would be like top 5 if it didn't
Make
fuck
him
his brain
stupid.
up.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's also just animated stuff, so maybe it would just fry your brain forever.
Yeah. Well, I feel like he's got to have some tolerance to it, or like you build up some tolerance because like if the electricity's just running through you.
Well, yeah, you saw
I
in
guess- I
season
guess his
6.
body
He
would
just
be more-
well, you
more
saw in
used to it.
season 6. He just absorbed all that lightning from the lightning guy.
Oh yeah, he was just like,
I feel like a lot of like the reason
Out of
for his
sync.
brain is like overstimulation, right? That's basically what it would
Denki
be.
Kaminari.
I'm Tenya Ida.
I'm
We should
Denki-
recreate. We should recreate that when you come here.
Oh, Slay, girl boss.
Play. You know.
I think it's a cool idea of quirk, but I think the application of it is the way you'd have to do it is you have to get like a power adapter, plug it into something, and then charge the prongs of it.
Yeah.
But one of those is a negative, so you'd have to make sure you have to like know how electricity functions.
You have
Because you'd have to hold one of them and flow electricity through that one. Negative, I don't know. Actually, I think the negative flows to the.
I don't know how he like successfully uses this quirk. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Well,
he's-
because he's killing people. We're not.
that's true.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That will do it.
Kirishima.
Yeah, I mean, like I like it. I don't need it.
It's
I know,
useful
it's
in
like-
very little situations. It's useful, but only in certain situations.
I mean, like if you need to take a bullet, I guess it's useful.
Yeah, if you're a cop.
Uh huh.
It's a good defense. It's a pretty good offense too, because you like sharpen stuff. And
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
cut someone. I mean, I guess you could use like a box cutter, like harden your finger, like it's open.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be kind of useful. Coda, the Anna voice.
He can talk
That'd
to
probably be
animals.
the best one,
That's
to be
probably one
honest.
of the best ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's the worst in the show, pretty much
For
by
us,
far.
it'd be
But
great.
I mean, like, yeah, just like birds, kill him.
but that's
who
the
they-
thing, right?
Who are they gonna? The victimless crime.
I've thought about like in the morning, like you wake up and there's birds chirping and like the crickets. You just hear them like talking. Like it's basically just as if people
I
are
don't
talking
know.
outside.
I
Fuck
don't
up.
know if she knows.
Get
Like
the
she knows
shit
what
out of
they're
my
saying.
nest.
I just thought it was could.
I'm
There's
just-
like understand her.
I assumed
him?
it was both ways.
him, her.
Him.
It's a
Him.
dude or
Him. It's a dude.
him.
It's a dude.
Yeah,
There's an ability to
assumed it
command
was-
any creature in animal kingdom by speaking to them. Whatever he commands, the animal will carry out. However, he cannot exert control if they cannot hear his command. Target must be a real animal, not merely animal-like. So you can explain information with the animals to find location. Okay, so we can't.
yeah. So because then that might just be annoying at some points, but also like most of the time
You'd probably get used to it.
Yeah. If I want to kill like a spider or something, I don't want to kill him because he's there. But also, I can
You
just
can
tell
tell him
him
to
to
get out.
Yeah, I could just tell him, hey, get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, I can start
Like,
beef with
yes,
them.
sir.
You got it. I'll
But
catch
then
you
what
on
if
the
his
flip side.
ops pull? What if he brings his buds and they all pull up? Like that would
Tell him to
suck.
leave.
I'd
A
say, hey,
swarm of spiders, I'd die.
I got,
on the
They
spot.
they they
I
would
got,
have to. They have to do what you say. They cannot say no.
I got the
Oh, that's
birds.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Go home and never come back. He has to do it.
He has
Sure.
to do it.
Next is Sato, which is the sugar to strength dude.
Yeah.
That one. I mean, like,
You're like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
good for that. And plus, I think it filters to sugar, so I think it might help like longevity.
Yeah, I can't hear a single word you just said.
You cut out entirely
you,
for that.
you cut out entirely.
That's
Jacob.
okay. I wasn't saying anything cool anyway. It's
Sure,
okay.
Sure.
I'll just get real nice and personal with you.
Ooh, I love personal.
Next is Shoji, so the Octo arms. God no.
Not probably.
It'd be
not.
useful, but I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that's a
don't.
fine
Snip.
quirk.
Snip.
Don't want it.
Yeah, I would have to snip. I would have to like make all my shirts.
And the
fucking
government
huge.
would take you.
He only
Yeah.
wears tank tops, yeah. But you can't hide that one.
Then we got
Mhm.
Jiro.
You can't hide it, but like,
Yeah, I mean, Jiro's would be like fine.
yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be that useful.
Again, it's useful in certain situations.
And then we have Sero, who's the tape dude.
That'd actually be good.
Yeah.
It'd be useful.
Once again,
I
it's
guess,
useful
but
in
also,
certain
I wouldn't
situations.
want that. Tokuyami,
No, that you couldn't hide that one.
No.
you're a
Can't hide
bird.
that one. I mean, you can't really hide
But you can't
Ceros
hide the
either
cool
because his
bird
elbows
parts.
are like fucking huge.
You could wear a long sleeve shirt though, or like a
Well,
baggy enough
with
shirt.
the big old bulge in the.
It's not like
Yeah.
that big.
Yeah.
You would just be a bird minus all the cool bird parts. You just have a bird head.
The worst part of the bird.
Yeah.
Basically.
We've already been over Todoroki's. Hagakure, the invisible chick.
If I could
Nope.
control it, it'd be good. If I couldn't, if it's just
Yeah.
like hers, then
That's
I also don't want to
sensitive
walk
illness thing,
around
personally.
with my junk hanging out the entirety of my life. So
I don't think it's crazy what I said.
Bakugo. His quirk is just not useful.
no. You could fly. That's about it.
Especially if you don't know how to use it though. Like if you're just like running and then
Yeah. If
someone
you
runs next to you, it just spontaneously combusts. And
yeah
then-
if you wake up one day, you're definitely not gonna know how to use the quirk. So
Also, you just sweat nitroglycerin, which is just very reactive. So things
Yeah.
would just blow up.
What if you're getting gas and you're sweating because it's hot and one drip on the ground, everyone's dead.
everyone's dead.
But you would live because you could take explosions.
Yeah, but everyone else.
Victimless crime.
Mass murderer Katsuki Bakugo kills hundreds.
Izuku Midoriya
Izuku
is the next
Midoriya.
one. His quirk
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
be useful. I would
In
hate
everything.
having 6 dudes just talking at me the whole.
See, that would suck. But I mean, like
But gear
having
shift.
gear shift, black whip,
Float.
Gear 5.
float. Yeah.
Gear 5. One Piece is mentioned to Gear 5.
No, that's what happened. We were talking. About
Yeah, we were
it.
talking about
Gear
it.
5 like 8 times instead of gear shift.
Yeah, I understood what he said, but I was like, it didn't register in my head.
Mineta.
No,
I can't see a reason why you'd want
Could be.
that.
it's
Could be
just
worse.
it's just worse. It's just Sarah's, but worse because they're just like
And like his
Yeah.
head starts bleeding if you use it too much.
exactly.
We've already been over Yagirozu, and I think we can, like, all of the 1B quirks are pretty much useless. Minus the Iron Dude, the chick who can split,
No,
and
I think
maybe
the Iron Dude's
Airwolf.
actually the Iron Dude's actually bad in my opinion because he, unlike Kirishima, because they're like basically the same, he has to like eat more iron to stay sturdier, and if he like he can dent, and they'll be
didn't
like
think about
they'll be like, yeah, you can dent your arm, and then once you untransform, your arm's just gonna be fucked up. So Kirishima,
But you can withstand a lot of heat, though, so you could be a firefighter.
yeah, that's the thing. But this is in Kirishima's infinitely better because you can't like mess up your body. I mean, you probably could, but you know, it's like
A lot harder to.
I think, personally,
They
those
didn't-
two and the Airball kid, the kid who can, like, just make air solid, those are the only 3 quirks I would take. I think the Weld Dude is just kind of like, it's okay.
Yeah, it's again, it's useful in certain situations.
And then the rest of these are all just, I guess, pro heroes, but I mean, like, Best Genus, that one would be okay.
Yeah.
Control Fabric. You never get a rip
Yeah.
in your pants, I guess. Endeavor. No, I really wouldn't want
Yeah.
just fire.
Yeah, I would rather take Todoroki's over that one.
Lemillion.
That one's good.
Yeah, no, well, the only thing, it works in anime, it would not work in life because remember,
yeah.
he is just phased through everything. So
Yeah.
you could just.
Like if
And
you
you suffer.
And also, something I've thought about is if you phase this part of your arm, that means the like raw inside bone part and flesh part of your arm will just touch a solid surface. That can't feel good.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, right? Isn't like, because when he says he goes down, like when he phases through, like because he'll like go down, like shoot himself up, right?
Yeah.
When he goes down, he doesn't feel it, but when he stops it and releases, how does he get back up?
It just
I think he
shoots
just
him.
gets
It just
knocked out.
shoots him up. It just shoots him up, and he doesn't go back to being solid until he's all the way up. Also,
Well,
like
then it would be more useful,
also,
I guess. But
another
it also,
thing-
like, it's just.
also another thing. His the only clothes that don't fall off of him is his superhero suit, and we don't have the technology in this world to do that. So every time you
Yeah.
use it, your clothes would fall off, which So
And
Yeah,
then
that'd be a good
the
one.
final one we'll go for is
actually, we should do two
Edge
more.
Shot.
Oh, Ed Shot's all right.
Yeah.
But I also
That'd be
think we should
so
do the
good.
other two big three.
Those are
Hado.
two big three. Oh,
Hado's
Nejire and Eat Dude. Yeah.
yeah.
Sun Eater.
No,
Eat
neither
dude,
would be that
Amajiki. Yeah.
I think the eating quirk would just be like awful because it's like he just
yeah.
does he get to control if he manifests it? Or does
Yeah.
he just?
No, he gets to control if
Oh.
he manifests it.
Because like if you eat pizza, what happens?
Ugh. Pizza the Hut from Spaceballs. Have you seen Spaceballs? No. It's about Pizza the Hut. It's Jabba the Hutt, but he's just a massive pizza.
Yeah, see, yeah. I'm not trying to have that quirk.
Yeah.
Well, I
yeah, and
think
there's really no one else here that I think is super.
I think a good quirk
about.
would be compress.
What?
Oh yeah, I don't have.
Who has that
villains
quirk
up here.
again?
Mr.
Mr.
Compress.
Compress.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Oh,
that would make-
another excellent quirk, Star and Stripes quirk.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
hers
for
is
sure.
really good.
Like
and no one would know. That's the easiest one to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So we're going to be interesting to talk about.
And any of the quirks where you just say something are the best ones.
Yeah. Shigaraki's.
No, that's the worst one.
I know. Who else?
Imagine you touch Sunday and then he's just right? That's
I would.
that's
I would,
my
be devastated.
Shigaraki.
I would be devastated. I know. Fat gum. Fat gums
The
would be
fat gum's
useful.
not a bad one.
You'd just be
Hey,
fat
folks.
all the time, though.
You don't have to be fat.
I guess you don't have to be.
He just
Yeah,
eats
he's
a
kind
lot.
of ripped when he's not fat.
Oh, he's jacked.
Muscular. I don't think his quirk would be. I mean, like it's kind of
No.
cool, but I also kind of hate that.
Look at him. Look how
Fat
jacked
gum.
he is.
Ripped gum.
Himiko Toga's. That's just a villain quirk. Just straight up a villain quirk.
Yeah.
Her and Shigaraki's, how could they not be? Well,
Well, what?
Well,
I can't say what I was going to say because it's a huge spoiler, and I realize you guys haven't read the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then there's Overhaul's quirk, which would not be useful.
No, that wouldn't be useful. Again,
I
that's
think it's
another
just deconstruction, right?
villain.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
except
looking
for
through the
girls.
rest of these, and it's like none of the rest of these.
All right, you want? I'm gonna
good.
use the bathroom. So if you want to spoil JJK, do it while I'm using the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute my mic on
Yeah.
Discord.
Oh, that's no.
I'll be right back.
Well, he can go. I guess we'll talk about JJK real quick, and then we'll do the Hunter exams when he gets back.
Yeah.
I don't like how the ending is pointing to Yuta coming back.
Yeah. And if Gojo comes back too, I'm just gonna be
I
more
would be so
disappointed.
pissed. I would be more mad about Gojo. Like, I'm not happy about Yuta, but I'd be more mad about Gojo.
I was kind of mad about Nobara coming back. I mean, like, I get the thing is, like, it's not a horrible,
No.
but like, where were the rest of everyone else? Like,
Yeah,
why
why didn't
was
they show
Hikari?
up? The Hikari. I am so mad about the Hikari stuff.
Oh, me too.
I also didn't like how the Sukuna part of the chapter where he lost, I think was great. I've seen people complain about like, oh, it felt so rushed in this chapter, but that was just in this chapter. Like his downfall has been for the past like 5 chapters. I think last week was really like the end of Sukuna, so I was fine with that. But I didn't like how quickly it just transitioned to like funny season 1 stuff. Like I liked that stuff, but it just felt like
it was a black flash, and it just immediately.
yeah, and it's the majority of the chapter too. It feels like there is literally no downtime. So I wasn't a fan of that. But you said you liked the chapter.
I did like the chapter. I think that like, regardless of how much I think the you are me and I am you, I think it's back to, and if you take it in like its own space of just like it being a chapter, like by itself, I think the humorous part was kind of funny.
I agree with that.
And I like Yuta enough to like, if he comes back, I wouldn't be like, oh,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It doesn't. It would make a lot of sense, but again, there's a lot of stuff in that show that Sukuna promised not to hurt anyone, and then he hurts. That's like okay.
So like the stuff at the beginning of last chapter, where Gojo was in Yuta and Yuta was in Gojo. How was Gojo in Yuta?
I don't know. Hello.
Like,
how was Yuta
I don't
Gojo and
understand.
Gojo Yuta? What the fuck are you talking about?
shit.
Don't worry about it.
Like I don't know how that happened. Like that, I don't know how the conversation happened at the beginning of last week's chapter. It just doesn't. Like,
I believe it.
Maybe it was one of those random JJK moments that you just gotta deal with.
I mean, that's whatever half the moments have been these days.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, before we move on to the Hunter x Hunter thing, count the pedophiles with Pillsbury 68. We're back.
All right, we go.
We gotta be back. All right, so I just finished watching Rise of the Shield Hero a while back, so I guess we'll do that. Oh.
I think you can continue.
I don't know if is he deafened or is he muted? Oh well, he's got headphones.
Oh, he has
on, so it's
headphones
fine.
on.
He has headphones on, so it's fine. All right. Yeah, I didn't want his parents to hear.
Let's just count the pedophiles.
All right, let's do that. All right, so there isn't many I can think of. I'm sure I'm gonna miss a couple, but the chick who can turn into an orca whale, she's definitely one of them.
What show are we talking about here?
Rising of the Shield Hero. I think if you've seen it.
Oh.
Count the pedophiles with Pillsbury, by the way, if you didn't hear.
I think you heard.
I heard.
Yeah. The chick who can turn into an orca. She's definitely one. Fully believe it. Who else? Moriyasu. I would presume. Moriyasu's kind of like Arthur from Fire Force, where he was really annoying and I didn't like him at first, but then he got really, really funny. So now I like Moriyasu. He's very funny. But he is very weird, too. Like, he's in love with a bird.
No, it's real, honestly.
Yeah. And then I don't think I would consider Bitch to be a pedophile, but she did seduce all 4 of the heroes. But it's Bitch. My least favorite fictional character ever. So that happens. Yeah.
It does.
I'm sure I missed 1 or 2, but it's...
I can add to this for you because we're talking about transition to Hunter x Hunter. There's a character called Hisoka, who's like the clown dude.
No.
And like people were like, oh, he's a pedophile, and people were like, well, he's not. Like, you know what? I'll see for my. So, I watched a couple episodes, and during the Hunter exam, Gon was standing there, and Hisoka he hits him with his fishing rod. Gon does, and Hisoka's like, that was delicious. I'm starting to get excited.
They were right.
That's a line.
Anyway, what I wanted to say, we're gonna transition into
the Hunter exam. Wonderful.
Most of the people who take the Hunter exam don't have any sort of powers, so I've included characters from sports animes that we've seen. And by that I mean just Haikyuu.
Of course.
You could probably put like Subaru in there too, right?
Yeah,
like
throw
regular
Subaru
guys. Yeah.
The
Subaru
list
has
is
powers.
this long,
Subaru has
so you
powers.
can feel free to add stuff.
Subaru has powers. Idiot.
Okay, so we're gonna go round by round, and we're gonna eliminate characters by round.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's hear. What is this? What is this?
Yeah. How does this Hunter exam work?
Okay, so there's 5 rounds,
Okay.
Each of them of differing difficulties. And if you pass all 5 of them, then you become a hunter. If not, then you have to try again next year. That's about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So the first step is the preliminaries, which is everyone gets put onto a ship as they're like taken to the hunter exam. And only the people on the ship who do not get seasick from the like rough ways that they go on, they get to pass into the next round.
I'd be fucked.
So,
I
I'll
get motion
first
sickness.
this one you guys don't know. I'm gonna begin with Naruto. Frankly, I think he would be the first one to get out on this round because he's just a kid at this point.
Yeah.
Anyway, move past him. All
Also,
right,
I'm assuming this happens at the beginning of the show. So are we reading the same thing
Yeah,
as
so
the My
season
Hero
one, season 1 characters.
Okay, so season 1 characters, and they're all to their first power up thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Deku just got one for all.
I think he'd be fine.
Yeah, I think he'd be fine.
He's pretty strong-willed, and he's worked out a lot. I think he'd be able to do that.
Yeah.
Tanjiro.
Oh yeah, he'd
Yeah,
he'd be fine.
Yeah, he's the most stoic of all of them. And then we have Asta. Oh, you guys don't know who.
I know.
Black
who
Clover
he
main
is.
character.
I bet he'd throw up.
No, he wouldn't. He is
wouldn't?
like he's like
He's a
Deku
funny fellow.
without a power, basically.
Sure.
So he's just jacked.
Yeah,
He
that's
is
it.
huge. He's huge.
He really is. He's a beefcake. Edward,
I think
No,
I'd be
Ed's
fine.
fine. That's
I think
fine.
I'd be fine.
Luffy. What do you think? Well, I mean, he's a pirate.
Yeah, he's a
Dude,
pirate,
he's-
so he'd be fine.
Subaru.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like there's
I think-
a chance.
We'll why don't we let him pass this round?
Yeah.
I think he would hold it. I would think he would need to throw up, but he would hold it in.
Okay, Fire Force main guy. I don't know who it is.
Shinra.
so-
Shinra's fine.
Yeah, Sheener's fine. And if he
Alright,
if he's like feels the need to throw up, he can just like go up in the air and he'll be fine.
Fair point. The main character of Chainsaw Man. I'm blanking on his name.
Denji.
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 fine.
No, I think he's cooked.
I think he's really
Oh, it's over.
really.
Yeah.
Hinata.
Actually.
No, I think Denji would
Oh.
be fine, especially if it's
Denji's
just
got quite the stomach though. He's eating some weird shit.
yeah he has.
Yeah, I mean, also he could go chainsaw mode. I don't think he can throw up and.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll let Denji pass.
Well, no, then we'll let
He-
Denji
Hinata, I think Hinata. Actually,
pass.
see, I don't know. I'm like, I think I'm putting personality too much into this because I feel like Hinata. I can picture a scene of Hinata being a clown on a ship and throwing up.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
However, I don't know if he actually would.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, only 1 in 10,000 make it past this round. Typically, that's a
Yeah,
statistic.
sure.
So,
I mean, these are all
Desir
strong
from a
willed guys.
Returner's Magic.
What?
Neither of us have watched that.
Yeah, he seems pretty cool from the 7 minutes of the first episode that I've watched.
I think he would. I think he'd be okay.
I think he'd be fine.
Kirito from SAO. Nah, it depends on how many ships he's been on.
Yeah, he's also he also
Well, I guess VR makes you motion sick, so it might.
VR makes you motion
Maybe
sick,
it'll-
and also he got real fucked up in season 3. He lost an arm, so I think
Oh,
think
yeah.
he'll be fine.
The main character from Kaiju number 8, I think.
Kafka.
I think he's. I don't know.
Same thing with
Same
same thing with Hinata. Like I could picture a funny scene where Kafka's throwing up on the ship, but I don't know.
I'd pass Kafka just
Yeah.
because his original job was like really fucked up.
Yeah, his
And
original
not in,
job
like,
was
a bad
disgusting.
sense. It was just, like his original job was like kaiju cleanups. Like after the force would kill him, he'd have to like clean out their guts and stuff and like clean up the place. So he's seen some like pretty bad
He's got
stuff.
like an
and-
iron,
Yeah.
like a lead belly almost.
Yeah, I think he'd be all right there.
The main character from Solo Leveling. So right when he becomes a player, I
Sun
guess.
Jin Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd probably be fine. Yeah, I think he'd be fine. He lost
He's
an
probably
arm.
seen weirder things.
Yeah, he's probably seen weirder things. He also he has defeated a bunch of weird shit, and he also lost an arm and a leg at one point. So I think he'd be all right.
Okay, so I'm just limiting Naruto because there's like no way that he would. Like he's just a lot of chakra at
Is
this
that
point.
everybody?
Yeah, basically everybody but Naruto
But
made.
now it's
What about Aaron?
Aaron.
Yeah, throw Aaron on.
Oh,
I think Aaron would. Pass.
yeah. I totally meant to write him, but I just totally forgot.
Yeah, Aaron's
I
fine.
think he would pass.
And
Yeah,
Yuji?
I
What about
mean,
Yuji?
Is this whenever he
You
first
missed a
turns
lot of these
into-
characters. What about Yuji?
Well, I was making this while we were talking, so
I know.
it's hard for me to.
We talked
I'm
about
sorry, I
JJK.
don't hate on him.
Yeah, Yuji. I mean,
He's
I don't know.
probably
I guess
fine.
possible.
He ate a finger.
Yeah, he does eat. He does eat some fingers, so
hmm
I think he'd be fine.
Yeah. So I guess everyone but Naruto.
Yep.
So, anyone else that I forgot that I need to throw on there?
Let me think.
I mean, not that I've seen. I don't
Yeah,
think.
I mean, I've
That's the
seen
list.
a shit ton more, but I don't think anyone else that more than or two or more people have seen.
Yeah, Lloyd would be fine.
No, Lloyd would be fine. Yeah,
I don't know, but that's from.
Spy Family.
I'll throw him on there though.
Anya wouldn't be, but
Okay.
Lloyd would. I mean, actually, Anya was on a boat too, so I guess she'd be fine.
We'll just use Lloyd for this.
So the
I
exam.
think Lloyd
the
is
exam
the main
begins,
character.
right?
So.
yeah.
And the way that they have to find the exam now.
I have a wonderful question that
Wonderful question can be answered. Go for
okay. Do they have the use of like weapons and props and stuff, or is it just
it.
them?
Anything they have, they can use.
Okay. Wonderful.
Okay. The next
I
part
asked
of the
that
exam.
question specifically for Lloyd because Lloyd's got a gun.
Oh, well then yes, he will have a gun.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Probably got multiple.
The next part of the exam requires them to find the exam. So basically, they're like in a city, and there's this old chick there, and she asks you a question, and if you get it right or if you get it wrong, then there's something that happens. But actually, like they have no answer is like the correct thing. You don't give her an answer for the time limit, and a second door opens and brings you to the exam. So basically, all we're doing is calibrating how intelligent would the characters be in the ability to see, to either not be so dumb that they don't know how to answer or not, or be smart enough to be like, I know what she's doing. She's giving me a question that I have an answer. So
Half the list is cooked.
So yeah, half the list is a bunch of idiots. All right, let's go back from let's take it from the top here.
Deku,
He's fine.
Yeah, I think Deku's fine.
Tanjiro.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
kind
he
of-
probably wouldn't know what was going on, but he would smell because it's like his sense.
He'd figure it out.
He would
yeah.
smell the lies. You're lying to me.
Actually, he probably would. That is probably what would happen. Honestly, Asta is so dumb that I don't think he would be. He'd be like, I don't get this question. What are you trying to do to me? And she'd be like counting down. He'd be like, I don't know. And then it was
It's
like,
word.
you win. And he's like,
Yeah.
okay, all right, I did it. Yeah. Edward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
that's
out.
fine. He's got a pretty good
Luffy?
knowledge on history and stuff. Luffy's
No,
fucking done.
no,
Luffy's
Luffy is
done.
fucked.
Luffy is fucked.
All right. Well, then Luffy is eliminated. Subaru.
Yeah, I think Subaru's fine.
I don't actually think he would.
He's really.
I think it's possible.
I think it's possible. He also.
I
He's like
think
a
if he,
idiot.
I think if he makes it, he is like the very last person to figure it out.
Yeah. Also, he comes up with some pretty stinking genius plans. So I think he's. I
And
think
he
he's,
also made that entire training thing for season 3. He like makes a training course so he can get better
Yeah. I think
by
he's
himself.
pretty. I think he's pretty smart. I think Subaru's pretty smart. He's
And
just.
plus, he has redo on death, so he could just
He could
If
just
he
kill
died-
himself.
Yeah, he could just kill
if he
himself and
died, he
redo
would
it.
go back.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's like such a hold on. That's like such a cheat code though. That we could literally
Yeah,
say.
I
that
mean,
for
it
every-
is.
Yeah,
but
Subaru
that's-
just wins,
That's why I don't
then.
have, that's why I don't have One Punch Man on the thing.
That's
Because-
true. Subaru- Basically, Subaru is going to win.
Unless it would be something. I don't think he would die in this part though, unless he killed himself, which he doesn't
Yeah.
do in the show. He
Yeah,
never.
yeah, he does.
Except for that one
Yes.
time.
He does. He
He
throws
just killed himself like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Except for like that 1 or 2 times.
A couple
He never
times.
like I made a bad choice.
No, unless
He
something
jumps off a
really bad
cliff,
happened.
and then I
Horrible
think
happens.
I don't know what he did.
He killed himself. He only killed himself when Rem died, and he just killed himself recently when they forgot about Rem.
And
But
Cruciate.
then he killed
and
himself.
Cruciate
And
died.
the save point was too far, and he couldn't fix anything.
Anyway, so we're saying he does pass or he doesn't pass. What are we
He
saying
can
it was?
pass.
He
can
passes.
pass.
He can pass.
The main guy from Fire Force.
Shinra,
Shin-
Shinra's like low-key kind of smart.
yeah. Shinra's really interesting because at some points he acts really smart, and then at some points he acts really stupid.
He's. I would say he's not like book smart, but he's smart in what he does.
Exactly.
Like
I
so I
think
don't know.
there's a chance. I think he can figure this one out.
Oh, by the way, I should preface this with this is not a foolproof hunter exam. This is just how the main characters had their exam go. The exam's different every year. We're just
That's
saying
fine.
this is like the definitive one where
Okay.
We're going. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think Shinra's fine.
Yeah,
He'll
he can
figure
pass
it
it.
out. I think.
Chainsaw Man.
No,
Nope.
he's fucked. He's fucked.
No, God, no. He
He's
is
fucked.
so cooked.
He's so fucked.
Hinata.
Nope.
I think he's just dumb enough to not answer.
I was thinking about this when we were talking about Asta. I think Hinata would be the one because where Asta just didn't answer. I think Hinata would be the one to spam answers and just keep trying to guess because that's just kind of what he does. He like just spam stuff.
Yeah.
I guess so.
So he
Like,
I mean,
you're right.
I can go.
Like with
I can go
with
either way on
the
that.
spikes, where he's like, "Come on, let's try it again," even though it didn't
He's
work the
still
past
doing
8
it.
times.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but we can say he passed. So that's up to like I can go either way. on that.
Yeah, we'll toss it in there. We'll toss Hinata in there because he's probably cooked
Sure.
once the fighting starts.
Desir, he's like really smart, so I think he'd be
Yeah.
he'd be. This question's dumb. It doesn't have an answer.
He-
Kirito. That really wouldn't.
He's like
I'm not,
Shinra. He's like Shinra.
not
He's
against
very
my Betsy.
no. Actually, I think Kirito's. Yeah, you know what? Kirito's like Shinra. Like he's really, really smart in what he does and what he likes because he's a fucking genius when it comes to computers and technology and stuff. But I don't know how like intelligent, how like regularly intelligent he is. We can say he passes.
Sure. The main guy from Kaiju.
No, he's fucked. No, he's fucked.
Yeah, it's over.
Otsmat? No? You a big no?
Kafka's not stupid, but he's not.
Yeah, exactly. Kafka's not.
He's like
stupid.
average intelligence.
Yeah,
Sung Jin Woo.
I think he's fine. Yeah, I think he's fine.
I think he's crafty enough to pass.
Yeah,
Aaron, I think Aaron's just fucked.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think
he's
Aaron
not.
would say
I don't think-
something stupid.
Yeah, Aaron would totally just answer.
I would
Regardless.
kill 80,000 people in the world and then he'd die.
That's how he would answer.
He'd die. Yeah.
I just want to see the ocean.
I just want to see the
Yes, I
ocean
did. My will is complete because I saw it.
On the other
on
side.
the ship in the last one.
All right.
I'll catch you
I got what I
later.
wanted. I'll see you guys next year.
I never wanted this. I'll-
Yuji.
Yuji, no.
Nope.
Yeah, I really don't think so.
No.
I think Sukino, like, if Sukino tends to step in randomly and be like, "Hey, brat,
Hey, you
you're an
fucked
idiot.
up.
I'm taking over from here."
You an idiot.
Sukuna could,
If
but-
the answer is say nothing, you idiot. Or no, Sukuna would say the answer is nothing, and then Yuji would say the word nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Brat, the answer's nothing. I
No,
don't know how
you
did
fucked up.
Nothing.
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 Oh, you got it.
No, you fucking idiots.
I'm gonna domain expansion you so hard.
We're gonna molest.
Lloyd.
Oh yeah, Lloyd's
Yeah.
easily.
Lloyd is the favorite to win this whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
I would say. Okay.
I want you to know that it's gonna be real fun because later we're gonna have to group these people up into teams like
Ooh.
5-ish, 4 or 5.
4 or 5, like based on the most likely to lose to the most likely to win, or
No,
just random team.
just in order. I'll just go like these 4.
Okay.
Sure.
Then next, they make it into they make it past the old lady, and there's a couple other things we can just kind of.
Also, if we
Yeah,
did
fine.
include Anya would be out there. By the way,
Yeah.
I don't think Anya
Okay.
would. Yeah,
Oh, we got
Anya
that
would.
settled.
Anya would be out. She's in fucking. She's the largest idiot on the list. I think.
So then the next part is they go to this woods, and there's these 2 dog things.
We are at an hour and 8 minutes, but it's fine. We'll finish this and then we'll wrap.
I mean,
it.
we can go longer this episode.
Yeah, we can go
Yeah,
on.
it's fine.
That's fine.
So then they have to basically befriend the dog people, and then the dog village, and they bring them to the hunter exam. I think all these guys would they all tend to have their own ways of doing stuff like that.
Aaron would
they
be out.
make friends with the dumb ones would make
Yeah.
friends with the dogs. The smart ones would find their own way.
Yeah.
So they make it down to the hunter exam. They're given a badge, and they're told the hunter exam will begin shortly. And then this short little stubby fat dude comes up and offers each of them a juice, like a drink. Little do they know this drink is spiked with a laxative.
Mm.
So the question is,
Who
number
drinks the
1,
drink?
who drinks the juice? Number 2, if they drink the juice, could they just take it?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Let's go down the list because there's a
Deku.
couple of people.
He would drink it. I think.
He
Just
would. I
depending
think he
on
would.
hospitali- like being.
Who'd you say? Oh, Deku.
Deku.
Yeah,
yeah.
Deku.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just to
Deku.
be
would
But I
drink
think Deku could take it.
it. I think Deku
He
could
could,
take
right?
it too.
He's taken his entire body being broken. I
Yeah.
think he could take a laxative.
Tanjiro, he would smell
He'd smell
laxative
it.
and not
He
drink
would
it.
smell laxative
Yeah.
and not drink it.
Asta,
He would
he would drink it.
I think he would.
and
he's
he
fucked.
would just
He's
shit
fucked.
himself
Yeah.
for
It's over.
hours. He's cooked.
Yeah.
Edward.
Uh,
I don't think he would
drink
trust
it.
him.
I don't-
He would
yeah.
just. I don't even. I think he would honestly just say, "I'm not thirsty" or something like
He would
that.
just
Like,
be like,
yeah.
he
don't
wouldn't
think
trust
he'd
him because, like, I think he's just not very trusting
I
in general.
yeah, I think
Mm.
Ed and Shinra are both very similar. So once we get to Shinra, I think that the same thing would happen.
Next is Subaru.
Yeah, I think he would drink
I don't
it.
think. I don't know if he would. I don't know if he would take it. Honestly.
Actually, no, because he didn't drink alcohol when he went there because he was like, I'm not 21. I
No,
can't
but
drink."
no. Here's the thing. He went to the witch with Echidna, and she had tea, and he drank it immediately. He went up there and downed it, and he didn't
Right.
even ask. He didn't even inquire about anything.
But
he
didn't-
just drank it.
Didn't
Correct.
he explain why he did that afterwards? She was like, "What the fuck? Why do you trust me or something?" And then
He was just like, why not?
well, yeah, but this, yeah, actually, well, yes,
Okay, so
but
then
also
if he
then
does drink
Subaru
it-
could kill himself and then just redo that whole thing and again and not take.
See, that's my thing with Subaru. Subaru can like
Subaru automatically
do
passes.
whatever he wants. at this
Subaru
point.
automatically passes.
Okay, well, I mean, like the laxative wouldn't kill him. He would just be super dehydrated and
Yeah.
pass out. The main Fire Force guy. I don't remember if that's the guy you
Shinra?
said that would be the same.
Yeah, Shinra.
Yeah, same as Ed.
Same as that.
Hinata.
No, he's fucked.
He's fucked.
He's fucked.
He is. Desir. I don't think Desir would take it.
Yeah,
He just
probably
wouldn't.
not. He's a pretty smart guy. At least from the
Next
7
is
minutes.
Kirito. I don't think Kirito would take it either.
Yeah, no, he's very not trustworthy of people.
Sung Jin Woo.
Uh,
Up until this point, he's been nothing but weak. So I think he would just blindly
Yeah.
trust someone because everyone knows that he's like repeated the exam before. I think he would just trust him and drink it, and I think it would just
Yeah.
screw up.
yeah, I think Sunjin was done.
All right, off the list he goes, and then we have Lloyd. I don't think Lloyd would
Lloyd's
take
not
it.
No,
Based
Lloyd
on
would
what
not
I've heard,
drink
I
it.
just
Lloyd
don't
wouldn't
think
drink
he
it.
would.
Lloyd would be able to tell.
Yeah, Lloyd would be. Able
Here's
to
the thing: like, if you're talking about those team segments, Lloyd could carry his team. Lloyd.
I want
in
you
my
to know that
opinion,
we are
Lloyd is
down
for
currently
sure
to 8 people.
So 2
Yeah,
teams of
I think-
4.
Yeah, once we get there, which we might get there, and it'll be less people. So we'll see how that.
I think all of them are relatively smart now. So if it's a test of smarts, I think they all passed.
Okay. So then next up is this dude with a mustache comes out and he's like, "Follow me. I'm taking you to the exam site. If you keep up with me, then you get to continue. If you don't, then you don't." And he begins running,
I'm gonna.
and he keeps running,
Okay.
and he keeps running
He keeps-
He's running.
for 60 miles.
Holy fuck. Let me.
How many
pull up-
people do you think could run 60 miles straight?
That's a great question. Let me pull up my list of stuff here, and I want to see if we missed anybody. That.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I just want to say because we can also add every single person from every single show that I've watched to make things
No.
Please, God,
easier.
no.
Oh,
Please,
we
God,
missed
no.
we missed Black Summoner guy. Kelvin.
Yeah, I didn't include him. I just don't remember enough about him.
Kelvin. I do.
Yeah.
Throw him on there. He would pass the first one, I think. What was the second one again?
Oh,
Uh,
yes or no one.
The yes or no thing.
Oh, yeah, he'd pass that one. I don't know if he would pass the drink one though. Actually, no, because I don't think he's trustworthy of people, so I don't think he would.
Okay, he's thrown on the list then. Anything else we missed?
No, I don't believe so. Windbreaker, but you guys haven't seen Windbreaker. Also,
Yeah.
actually, scratch that
Doesn't-
because
doesn't-
he'd be out
guy.
immediately. He'd be out on the second one because he's a fucking retard.
Okay, anyway.
All right, let's
So
continue.
then, Deku, do you think he could run 60 miles?
Yes. Yeah.
Tanjiro,
Yes.
I also think he could do that, especially with like the breathing
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, he's fine.
Edward, I think he wouldn't be able to do it, but he would just transmute something and
Yeah,
Go
he
the
was-
whole
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
Subaru.
No, he's fucked.
God, no.
no shot.
God, no.
Not a shot. Actually,
The
and
main
I
guy
think
from
that's
Fire
when
Force.
he gets out because he can't just keep. Actually, well, here's where things get interesting. He could just keep retrying until. Well, does that reset his body too? Probably. Because what I was going to
Yeah.
say was, if it doesn't reset his body, he could just keep trying until he gets so good at long distance running that he can do it.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be able
That's
to
like
do
a
that.
year. That could be years.
That could
for
be
him.
years, and it's also like that's 2.5 marathons. So it's like.
Yeah, that happened.
Which is a crazy distance. It was in
which is a
kilometers. So I was
crazy
just sitting there with my phone. I was like, "How much is that?" And it said 60 miles. I was like,
What the fuck?
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I can't run more than like 10 kilometers.
I can run a mile and then I'm done.
I can. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing a 10K this year, which is gonna be my first 10K I've ever done. Which I also think it's gonna be the longest I've ever ran for. So that's gonna be fun.
Okay, next is the Fire Force main guy.
Oh yeah, he's
He
fine.
can fly.
He can fly, so he's fine.
Desir.
Yeah.
He's got magic.
Yeah, but I don't think he can use it to like propel himself forward or anything or heal himself.
He's got fire. So that's he can use fire magic
Oh, I
at
guess.
one point.
Yeah, I don't. I've
So, I
seen
mean, I
7 minutes of the show. I don't know.
So I mean, it's possible. I wouldn't. I'd say that we could keep him just for the sake of having more characters.
Well,
Yeah.
Shinra can do it with fire, then he probably could.
Yeah, he's probably fine.
Kirito's cooked.
Yeah, Kirito's fucked.
Kelvin.
Yeah,
He
he's
would probably just ride his slime to victory because he could
Oh,
summon his
yeah.
guys.
He can summon his guys, but I think he only gets what's his face. I don't think he gets the other ones. Because
Well,
technically,
I mean, he
that's,
gets a slime that he can split into multiple slimes. I don't think the slime will get tired. I don't know how slimes work.
I don't know how Clotho would work.
I mean, we can. I mean, I don't know. It sounds good to me.
That's fine.
And then Lloyd. Do you
Lloyd's-
think Lloyd could
yeah,
run
Lloyd's
6
fine.
miles?
Yes.
I think Lloyd could do it.
I like how. Yes.
Yes.
Lloyd wins.
Yes.
I'm telling you,
Lloyd's winning
Right.
the entire thing. Lloyd is the best character currently. I think Lloyd's the best
Okay.
character on the list. Because
So
he's
we've made it to
like,
the next.
a
Hunter
fucking
exam.
genius, and he's like totally ripped. He's a
We
spy.
have now 7 characters.
Seven
Remain.
characters,
So
right.
7 characters. So they make it up this flight of stairs, which they do go up a flight of stairs, by the way, which is kind of crazy.
All right. Do we want to add an eighth
Uh,
one just from a show
we-
I've seen, just to make it even?
We can, if you think there's a guy who would make it. Sure.
Huh? Anos Foldigod. He's better than Lloyd.
What shows are from?
He would win. He's from Misfit Demon King Academy.
Okay, yeah, sure, we can have him in there.
Yeah, he's yeah. You think killing me would actually make me die?
Whoa.
That's a lie.
He might be too good. He might be too good for Hunter x Hunter.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
I think he's too. He's the most overpowered character I've ever seen ever.
So you made it to the next part of the Hunter exam. Now we're in a swamp that is full of like a huge fog, and the dude turns you. There are things that will. Everything in this swamp will try and trick you. You need to keep up with me running some more.
All right.
And then out from the side comes a dude carrying this like monkey thing that looks just like that guy. He's like, that guy's not a hunter. He's not the hunter examiner. I'm the hunter examiner. He like, can't you see? It looks just like this monkey thing or whatever. And he's like talking about all this stuff. He's like, and everyone's like, oh my god, he's right. And then you see this clown dude take cards and he throws them at both of them. The guy who ran the whole way catches the card. The other guy just dies. He's like, well, I guess we figured out who the real hunter examiner is. You're like, wow, what a cool guy.
That's so cool.
Anyway,
All right.
so this
Who-
next part of the exam requires you to run more, but like there's a huge fog and you can just get turned around easily. So,
It's both.
I don't know.
It's both stamina and intellect.
Mhm.
Okay.
Deku, I think Deku has a shot just by pure determination and sheer will. 'Cause I think he would just
Yeah.
keep up with the guy the
Yeah,
whole
he would just
time.
keep up with the guy the whole time.
Tanjiro would pass. I'll tell you exactly why.
Smell.
Because Gon can smell
Yeah.
one guy's perfume from 3 miles away, and that's how he knows. And Tanjiro can smell
Tanjiro
things.
could.
So as long as he knew what someone's
Yeah, and he's just
He's
been
got-
chasing
you
him
could
for
find
60. He's just been chasing him for 60 miles, so I'm pretty sure he knows what he
He
smells
for
like.
sure knows.
so he should at least this point now. Edward, maybe.
Yeah, I don't
He might be
know.
lost.
I think
Like,
he-
I feel like he's
Like, I don't think
He
he'd
could
get.
transmute the fog, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he'd get tricked. I think he would just get lost.
per chance.
I'd say it's
We-
possible.
We can make him
Not-
pass. We can let him pass. It's possible. Yeah.
The Fire Force main guy.
Yeah, he's fine. He'll keep up with it. He'll keep.
Shinra is the fastest one here,
Sheener's the fastest one there,
so he could keep up.
so he could keep up with.
I'll
the guy.
say Desir wins just by sheer intelligence
Yeah.
and like tracking ability.
Mm.
Kelvin,
If he rides a
could-
slime,
he
he's
could-
probably fine.
he could have the slime be on the hunter examiner guy, and
Yeah.
then the other part of the slime would know where the slime was, so you could just follow them.
Yeah.
Lloyd,
Lloyd's fine.
He's probably got
and
night
your
vision goggles.
your little misfit funny guy.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. Then we move on to the next part of the exam.
All right.
Wow, we're almost halfway there, boys.
Halfway. We're at a
We're
minute,
like halfway.
an hour and 20 minutes.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Whoa.
Slowly but surely. It's a long
Yeah.
exam.
All right.
So
When's the team up part?
it's after this next part.
Okay, so everybody's
Sure.
passing this one in order to have equal teams from the team part.
No, I'm not passing.
Well, this one is like super easy.
Oh, okay. Well,
This chick is like, "Hello, you're gonna cook us a spider eagle omelet," and
it's
this
cooking.
dude was like, "You can't do that. You're gonna do it with him. Don't worry. There's other stuff that happened, but I'm just skip all that." So then she's like, "Here, I'll show you how to do it." And there's this huge canyon, and there's an updraft that goes through the canyon every once in a while, and it can carry you from the bottom of the canyon, like the part there's like webs with eggs on them.
yeah.
It can carry you from there to the back to the top of the canyon. She jumps down there, she grabs an egg, and then she jumps in like the updraft as it goes. And so then this next one is the ability of them to understand that the updraft only happens because otherwise they will just fall and die.
Okay. I think they all pass.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone here who's
Yeah.
like, I think we've weeded out all the really dumb ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, half of them can just like.
Float down there,
can
and get it.
Well, he's
and-
probably got a grappling hook. Sheener could fly. Ed could transmute the
Mhm.
wall.
yeah. Anos can
Deku's
just
really strong.
snap his fingers and an egg will appear in his hands.
Yeah.
Lloyd has a gun.
He just said Lloyd has a
yeah.
grappling hook, so he's fine.
Now you can just shoot and they'd be like, "You win, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, team up part now.
Yippee.
They're split into 2 teams of 4. Do we have 8?
All right.
We do have 8.
Good.
So team 1 is Deku, Tanjiro, Edward, and the Force guy.
Okay, Shinra.
Correct. Yeah.
And the second team is Desir, Kelvin, Lloyd, and the Misfit Demon guy. That team is stacked beyond belief.
Oh, it's
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
The Anos alone is good. If it's a fight, and it's all 7 of them versus Anos, Anos wins.
Cool. Okay. So
He's too good.
they walk into this room, and on the other side is they have a time limit of 72 hours
Okay.
to make to the end of this, like, the twisty turvy castle of sex.
Yeah.
And so they walk into this first room, and a voice comes over the speaker and says, "On the other side of this is 4 prisoners. For every hour that they keep you here, their sentence is reduced by a year." So basically how it happens is one prisoner will come up, and then they will issue a challenge, and then one of your teammates will go, you get to pick, and then they will do that thing. And then whoever wins wins. If 3 out of the 4 things, you get to pass to the next section. If they win 3 out of the 4 things, you have to wait the entire 72 hours in that, reducing their sentence by 72 hours. And you also lose the exam.
Okay.
So, the first prisoner steps up, and it is like this blue-looking guy. He's missing a couple teeth. He's kind of like bald. And he says, "I want to fight to the death." So, team 1, who's team 1 sending in? That is Deku, Tanjiro, Edward, and the fire.
I think they send in Deku.
None of them would kill. No, Deku wouldn't kill.
Oh yeah, Deku doesn't kill.
Shinra, I think.
Shinra or Ed.
Frankly, none of them would kill.
Yeah, I don't think any of them would kill people.
But I think of anyone.
Okay, so
actually
then who
would.
would you send in anyway? Because personally, I would send in either Tanjiro or Deku.
I say Ed.
I say Ed
Really?
too. Yeah, I think Ed
Okay,
is
I'd say
the
Ed
most
is the
likely
only
to
one.
kill people.
We'll go by most votes then. So Edward goes in, and they fight, and this dude just like falls over, knocked out after a fight, and then they're like, "Oh, so then do we win?" And they're like, "No, he's not dead, and by the rules of the game, he has to die for it to continue, for you to win."
Ed goes. The thing comes out and he just stabs him in the heart.
Do you think he would have the will to kill this man?
Well, he's a
I think
convicted criminal, so I think Ed would understand.
It depends on how much he wants to be a hunter, I feel like.
Yeah, it depends on how much he wants to be a hunter, and it depends on what this guy did. Because if this guy did like the thing that the fucked up dude did to his daughter and the dog, then I think Ed would
Well,
have not a
Well, he would
nice.
have killed him.
On
Oh,
the
he would've
back,
killed
I'll
him.
give you this. On the back of him, there is a tattoo of a spider, which is the tattoo
the
of
clan.
the Phantom Troop,
Clan.
which is
Yeah.
basically the Akatsuki. You don't know, you've never watched Naruto.
Yeah, I know what the
It's-
Akatsuki is.
It's the Akatsuki of that world. They killed the entire clan of this dude for their eyes.
Ed's killing him.
Yeah, Ed's killing him.
Ed's killing him.
I think Ed's
Okay.
killing him.
So he dies, and then this chick steps up, and she says, "I say we gamble." Who we send it? Or I guess we should do team 2. Are we doing all of team 1? Then we'll do all of team 2. What do
Yeah,
you
we
guys
can do. Yeah, we can do all of team 1 and then all of team 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so Edward can no longer come into a thing. He is done for this game.
Okay. So
This chick steps up and says, "I want to gamble things. We'll gamble each. We'll each use 20 hours, and we'll gamble. The first person to get all the hours."
Ingia card. That's who we're sending.
that's what we're saying.
So who we send it in? We send in Deku,
I'd send-
Tanjiro, or the Fire Force guy.
I'd send in Deku because I bet he could persuade the best.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so the first thing we can't actually use one of the things he does because they bet on is if that dude is dead or not. So we can't use. I mean, we can, I guess, but it'd be pretty
You know what he
pointless.
said.
So the way this works is the chick gets to offer a bet, or gets to offer something to bet on. He gets to tell how many hours he wants to give. Then he gets to pick something. Then we do it. Then she bets, like that sort of stuff, back and forth.
Yeah.
I gotta remember what exactly, because there's one of them that I think is hilarious, but I don't think we're gonna do that one. Okay.
I'm gonna run out of storage on my computer.
Okay, so we actually, this one is the first one. Okay, so we're doing this one first. This is gonna be fun.
All right.
She says, "Let's bet on whether I'm a woman or not." And of course, the next logical question would be, "How would we prove this?" And she responds with, "I will let you find out for yourself after we bet."
I'll
So
put
what
1
do you-
hour just because I'm interested.
You have to bid it a minimum of 10 is the minimum. So this is Deku we're talking about here. What do you think Deku would do?
10.
He'd like examine her features. He'd be like, he'd do the talking thing,
The
where he
talking
mumbles, and
thing,
like, okay,
yeah.
well, using the curvature of her chest or whatever.
He's wearing like a sack. You can't basically see anything but like her
Ow.
face.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So what
he
do you-
looks like a girl, but he's not.
So what do you think Deku would think in this moment?
I don't want to touch her. Or him.
Because I feel like he'd overthink it.
Oh yeah, he would.
Yeah.
I think Deku's
He's like,
fucked.
This is so I'll bet that she's a man. Because why would she bring this up if she wasn't? If she had no
Yeah.
hope of winning.
So I bet he'll drop 10 on her being a man.
Yeah.
Okay. So, he bets 10 that she is a man. Then she's like, come and get it. He's like, we can just move past that point. Anyway, she's a woman.
Oh fuck.
It is now 50-30. So now Deku gets to pick something to bet on, which I mean I can just use something from the show if you guys want, or if
Yeah,
you
that's
think that
fine.
he'd
Just use
absolutely
something.
want to bet on.
Just use something from the show.
Okay. So he says, "Let's bet on rock paper scissors,"
Of course.
because he's a known rock paper scissors champion.
Of course. No, you
And so she's like, "Okay, I'll bet all my hours that I'll win."
goddamn.
So now,
Okay.
what I think Deku would immediately do is just like, does she know something I don't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he'll start getting into the statistics of rock, paper, scissors, like how I think rock is statistically the most is like the most popular choice
Well,
or
here's what you do.
something.
You always start with scissors, and then you go 2 steps ahead of everyone, which is
Well, or is it one or best out of three?
One, just one.
it's just one. So then I think scissors is probably the best.
Well, yeah. Do you know what she goes for? So like you
Yeah,
already have it.
I know what she goes for, so I'm keeping my mouth shut for this
Yeah.
one.
Right. Yeah. We'll say I'll
She
go
socks
scissors
him in the
then.
face and beats the shit out of him.
She uses shoot and
Yeah,
then
she just
done.
shoots. Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay,
That's what Lloyd would do.
so you're saying that Deku would go skizzers?
Yeah.
Okay, Deku wins. She picks paper.
Ah, wonderful.
Fantastic. Because she thought rock was the best choice.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
Deku's done.
Okay, so Deku has won. So you guys are up now. So
Two up.
you, I don't really know how it works if you win because they lost because this dude went rock against her paper because idiot. Anyway, so then, the other two prisoners have had their time to shine, and so now, you see one in the very back who's been sitting against the barred wall this whole time, and his chains come off, and you see him grab the wall, and it just turns to dust, and he just slides his hand across the wall, and it just turns to dust as he walks forward, and he's like, "I wish to have a fight to the death."
All right.
So your only options left are Tanjiro and the Fire Force.
Shinra. I think
Okay.
he's so much faster
If you
than
win,
Tanjiro.
if you win this, you win it all.
He's so much faster than Tanjiro. Even though he doesn't really have the evangelist to give him like the super speed, I think he's
Sure.
still a lot faster than Tanjiro.
Mm.
Unless Tanjiro used like thunder breathing. Excuse me, thunder breathing or something
He
like he
doesn't
did
have
that.
that.
I will have you know that this dude will yap at the beginning of the fight, and that's how he loses in the show. Is because he's thinking like, "I've killed hundreds of families. You will be no different." And the dude just takes his heart from his chest.
I've seen that scene.
I've
Yeah,
not.
it's a cold scene. Anyway, what do you boys think? What do you think? What do you think Shinra's chances are against a dude who crushed cinder with his hand?
I think she's.
Senior wins because Senior doesn't have to touch him.
Yeah.
Fair point. He just burns him to death. I think. Is he fire? He uses fire.
Yeah, but he like shoots it out of his feet, so he'll like just.
He'll go.
He has enough range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quite literally cook him.
And also, I was gonna say I don't think Shinra would kill this guy, but then he was like, "I've killed hundreds of people." Shinra would kill him.
Mm.
So I'm especially happy we didn't send in Tanjiro because Tanjiro wouldn't have the heart to kill him.
Okay. So they have passed this round of the exam with flying colors.
Yeah.
There were two other prisoners that did not get to do anything. They were just kind of sitting there. So then you move on to the next part, and you come onto a path. And there is two options. There's a door. There's two doors. Each of them has like a wristwatch, I forgot to say, and it has two options.
Wait, are we doing
Oh,
team
and
2 or
next.
no? This first. Are we
Oh
doing
yeah,
this
I
before
forgot.
team 2?
I mean, this is like the whole entirety of the tower. I don't know. We can do team 2 with the prisoners real quick.
Cheer. All right. Here's what happens. We send in. Wait, who's left?
We have the Zir, Kelvin, Lloyd, and the Misfit Demon King.
All right. I think we send in.
Wait, is it the same people? Like the same
Is
questions?
it the same ones?
Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
just do the
So
same ones.
they would send in Lloyd for the second one definitely, and Lloyd would whoop her ass. For the first one, I feel like for the first one, I think that they would send in Anos just because if it's already a fight to the death, they would send in Anos just so he can like murk him first because they wouldn't think there would be a second fight to the death. Little did they know there's a second fight to the death. So now,
And so it's the Zir or Kelvin.
I think they would send in Desir because I think Desir's a lot more powerful than Kelvin, and I think if
Probably.
Desir has fire powers, then he could probably kill him.
Okay.
So that's what I think.
So then team 1 makes it to... So there are two doors, and they get to anonymously vote on which door they go in.
Yeah.
There is door to the left, which it takes about 45 hours to complete that path. It is the long and difficult path, but you can take your whole team. Or the other door, which you can only take 3 people, but it takes about 3 minutes to complete. And there's a bunch of weapons on the wall, too.
Oh, by the way, I should say this. Lloyd Lloyd wouldn't win in the rock paper scissors one, he would bet all of his hours in the first one and be right.
And he would have got it right.
Yeah, because he's the master of disguise. He's probably had to disguise himself as a woman every now and then, so he knows how it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Good to know.
I should just specify that. All right,
We'll
you can
let that
continue.
settle.
I apologize for interrupting.
Oh no, it's fine. So then we get to decide on if you think that all these people would be willing to work together for this. That's the main first criteria. And then if they do not decide to work together and they want to go, they're like, I don't want these other people to pass, so I'm going to go on the easy chain up two of them. Would they like fight each other to do that? Or would they just go on the hard path to all five of them?
Well, I think the team 1 goes together.
Team 1 definitely goes together. I think Team 2 also goes together.
Okay.
I think they both go together. Because
So
the only I don't think, because Lloyd's a reasonable guy. Lloyd probably thinks it's smart to go with other people. Anos is probably fine because Anos makes friends and shit. Kelvin perchance, and I don't know about Desir. I don't
Nasir
know.
would probably just go because he'd be like, it's in my best interest.
Yeah,
People.
I think they would. All, I
Deku,
think,
Tanjiro are such pushovers that they would love to go together. Like, I would love to do that.
yeah, I know.
And
And
I
then-
think I think the Fire Force guy and Edward just be like, let's just go with it.
Yeah, sure. But
Just
yeah, that's
do it.
fine.
I don't
Whatever.
care at this point.
Exactly.
So then they get to the final part of the exam. Each of them are given a number which corresponds to different people from the exam,
Okay.
and they have to hunt them.
I have a great question. So
Yeah.
for the two of these people, like let's say it's Lloyd versus Anos. If Anos kills Lloyd, which he would, is Lloyd or if Anos hunts Lloyd, does Lloyd die and Lloyd's eliminated? Or
They just have to take the number badge from him. That is the only thing they have to do.
great question. A second follow up question. Why the fuck would they do that? Because what if like Lloyd and Anos, if they get paired up to each, like I think Lloyd would win any of the battles except for Anos.
Well, we'll see. I'm just gonna like randomize it.
That's fine. Random number generator 1 to 8.
We'll just go down the line then.
Yeah.
So only 4 people. You said it's the last part, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So 4 people will be passing.
4
Okay,
people.
so it's gonna be Tanjiro and Kelvin.
Okay.
Tanjiro, I would say.
I think
From what
Tanjiro.
I hear
I think
about
I think Tanjiro cooks Calvin.
Especially because he could probably hunt a lot better.
Yeah, he's also got his sense of smell. Yeah, Kelvin's just like got Clotho. That's it.
Okay. Hold on, I'm just getting all of them before we do this.
That's fine.
Okay, so our pairings are Tanjiro and Kelvin.
Tanjiro wins.
The Zir and the Fire Force guy.
Oh, I mean, I don't know enough about Desir, but you can use different types of magic, right?
What is I know Desir like canceled out in the first
He can
scene.
seal people's magic if he analyzes the pattern of it.
Okay. Shinra's isn't magic though.
Yeah, so then it wouldn't matter.
Shinra's is just his powers. I think Shinra wins then.
What was
Wait,
Shinra's first
what else?
power up, would you say?
The speed one. Like his first
At the end.
training session with Benny.
Okay, so halfway through season 1.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Zir's just powerful from the beginning. It's the point of the show.
Yeah. What other powers does Desir have? Fire and what else? And then the bind.
He has he can like dispel magic.
Yeah,
That's
it's
about
magic,
that's
yeah.
about all he really does. He can also take people's magic and spit it back at them.
Okay, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't. If it's not magic, it
It's
doesn't
not-
matter. So
yeah,
it's
if
basically
it's
just
not
fire against
So
fire, and I think Shinra's
I
faster.
think
probably.
Shinra's faster. Shinra can outspeed him.
Okay.
Shinra's trained his entire life for this.
And then Lloyd and Edward,
Lloyd wins.
Lloyd.
cause gun.
Cause go.
Well, Lloyd has so many gadgets. Lloyd is probably the smartest person here.
And he's probably more. I think he's also probably way more athletic than Ed is.
Lloyd's like, if we're talking about like hunting people, Lloyd would be the best hunter.
Lloyd would be the best hunter.
It's like half of the job.
Yeah.
And then finally, I don't even know if we need to say this one because it's just, we all
Anos
know
wins.
it's Deku and the
Anos
Misfit Demon guy.
Anos wins. Anos
Yeah,
wins.
Deku's dead.
Yeah, Deku's fucked.
Okay, so that
Actually,
means
no.
that our
Actually,
new
no.
hunters,
Anos wouldn't kill him.
our new hunters, as of this hunter exam, are Tanjiro, Shinra from Fire Force. Is it Shinra?
Shinra.
Yeah, that's correct. I learned it.
Yeah,
Lloyd and Anos.
which I think are. I think
Alright.
that's. Yeah, I think that's fair.
I'm actually surprised Shinra won.
Yeah, I am too. I didn't think he'd win.
Because he's
Well,
not
I'm
like
gonna see how many people we started with.
he's not like stupid, but he's also not.
He's also not like super smart.
Yeah.
Let me go through my all the other shows that I've watched.
There's
and
also
see
like
what-
some people that like I think would have done better. Like
Started with 16 people.
Okay, so yeah, all right, that's fine.
We took
Like,
the square root of those people, and that's how many won.
Yeah,
there's like Kafka. He lost in what the yes or no one, right?
yeah,
Yeah, a lot
I-
of them are just like the hunter exam's just not built for.
Yeah,
All
All the
Kafka
humans-
would have lost the laxative one too. I think.
Mm-hmm.
However, if he made it to the running one, I think he would have won. Like
Mm.
he would have been a hunter
yeah.
because he
Mash
could just transform.
Mash is an idiot. Mash loses. Akira, he's just a guy. Spike
guy.
from Spike, right, from Cowboy Bebop. I don't know what the main character's Cowboy Bebop's name is.
Yeah.
He's got
Mr.
weapons.
Bebop.
Yeah, he's got weapons like Lloyd, but he's not as smart as Lloyd. What's his face from Log Horizon? Oh, now for the isekai guys, are we choosing their isekai powers or are we okay?
Yeah,
Then
it's
I
so
think
different Kelvin. So
I think Shiro wins, in pretty much against everybody except Lloyd and Anos. That's a dude. Oh, the Chillin' in Another World Level 2 Super Cheat Powers guy, I think his name's Fleo. I think he wins in everybody except Anos. I think he's better than Lloyd. I think he would beat Lloyd. Salma from Realist Hero, he's fucked. He's like a genius, but he's not powerful at all. Iska from Last Crusade, he's really powerful strength-wise, and he's kind of like Shinra Ned. Like, he's good, and he's smart, but he's not an idiot, but he's not, like, really smart. The Skeleton from Skeleton Knight, I think
he's so skeleton-y.
yeah, I think he's, like,
I think there's a lot of characters that they didn't have to go through like the starting stuff, but have done pretty well.
yeah, I think he loses in the, well, he can't die, but I think he's fine. Windbreaker, Sakura's an idiot. He loses really quickly. Fuck. I don't know the main character of Record the Grand Crest War because I don't know if it's Theo or the girl. I think they both get decently far, but I don't think they can keep up with the runner. Alderman on the Sky thing, he's lazy. He's a genius, but he's lazy, so I think he'd lose. And then I think Naofumi gets pretty far, but I think he might be eliminated from Rising of the Shield Hero. But yeah, all right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode, I think, because we are at an hour and 45 minutes. But
And it is tomorrow.
yeah, it is tomorrow.
It is.
It's 12 a.m. right now. All right, well, thank you guys all for watching. Like and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one. This is going to go up like a week and a half from now, but it's fine. See you guys later.